What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I want to do a quick update on SBE and Chargepoint Energy. Just really quick. I found a great article yesterday, and I wanted to share it with you guys this morning. So, Switchback Energy, I said it right this time, thank you. SBE is up 15% since we made that video last week. So great performing stock. Thank you guys for getting this on my radar. Really exciting company. Could have massive growth potentials ahead of them. We're talking almost 60% per year for the next 60 years. So not 60 years, 6 years. Hopefully 60 years. That would be freaking amazing. That would make us all absolutely rich. But that's not what's going to happen. But let's pull up this article. The article says Switchback Energy will electrify the market with its Chargepoint merger. So we still don't have a definitive date on the merger. Okay, the merger was announced on September 24th. We still don't have a definitive date, unfortunately. Okay, but the stock right now is trading. Let's look 17.03 per share. So it's up a tiny bit today. 7 cents, not much. So it's kind of been trading sideways for what? Probably the last 3 days or so. Yeah. This week it's been trading sideways, but it's jumped up. Like I said, it's up 15% since we made that video. So cool news. I want to talk about a couple things. There's a company called Heyman Capital that bought a 9% stake in SBE stock. So there are institutional investors, there are hedge funds investors that are very bullish on this stock. So this is good news, guys. Very good news. So let's go down to expected growth, okay? This guy does a lot of cool numbers and different growth things for this stock. So they talked about over the 6-year period, revenue, okay, is forecast to spike 15.3 times. Now, I said in my video last week, I think that's potentially conservative with the landscape for EVs that we have, especially if Joe Biden does win the presidency, if these lawsuits kind of fail. Joe Biden has said he will spend more money on EVs. Okay. We talked about that. They want to spend money to have 500,000 more charging stations. So I think a lot of that revenue could go to Chargepoint. So the 15.3 times revenue forecast, I think, is potentially conservative. Okay, so but this guy did the math for us. As you guys know, I'm not terribly great at math. So he did the math for us. Thank you. 57.6 annual rate of growth. That's tremendous growth. So really excited for this company. He talked about value, and we talked about value as well. And I agree. The value right now for this stock is fair. It's a fair value, and I think we're getting in on a decent time for this stock. So I want to talk about that. So he made a really good point about the value being 6 times revenue if the market cap right now is 4.9 billion. So that's a decent value. That's 6 times future revenue. So we talked about it being about 15 times revenue right now. So that's not bad. With this type of growth, this company Chargepoint will not be a $2.5 billion stock after the merger. It just won't stick at 2.5 billion for very long. It just won't. So keep that in mind. They're gonna have to prove, right, that they can keep growing the way they are. But I think after a few quarters, man, this is gonna just jump like crazy. It really will. So they talked about. He also talked about comparing SBE stock with its peers and how they're growing as well. And the different. He did some calculations based on what we can expect for a return in 1 year. And I think this is a decent conservative investor analyst type scenario, saying that the upside in 1 year will be very definitive, will be 28%. Okay, and he talks about how he got there as well. I think we'll have more upside within a year. I no doubt I think we could see a 28% increase before the merger. Before the merger, I think we could see a 30% increase in this stock value. So I wanted to update you guys. Again, since we made that video, the stock is up 15%. And I think there's more room to run, okay? So thank you guys so much for joining me for another video. Again, I'm Richard Allen. I'm trying to grow my portfolio by 30% per month for the next year. And I want to bring you along on that journey. So as always, if you didn't already do it, click that beautiful red subscribe button down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.